Okay, done, eh? All right. Eh? So Zailan still answer. Okay, I look at the questions here. Hurry up. Many of you still cannot answer, all are correct, eh? What happened this one? Oh. Okay, done? All right. Oh, okay. We see Asuha is the perform one. Okay. Wow. Congratulations, Farah, Asuha, the performance students, eh? Shafiq. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's good. So yeah, Asuha only one's wrong. Okay, that's great. So look at the questions. Hello, is there everyone here? Can you hear me? I'm worried if I'm talking alone. Okay, all right.
Yes, can
Okay,
hear.
all right. So why still have a student answer incorrect for these questions? What happened? Review questions, okay. FMA covers all areas, yes or no? False, it's not, okay. Not all areas, not all industry. OSHA, yes, okay, cover many industry than the FMA. So FMA cover what? Only? And FMA cover which industry? Hello? Which industry class? The answer is false, yes. So what is the industry that are covered under FMA? Nobody knows? Hello?
Construction, doctor.
Yes. And then only construction?
And
Manufacturing.
manufacturing.
Manufacturing. Okay, why is it takes time to answer? Easy, right? Okay. This one many of you can answer. True, eh? And then this one also 100% can answer. All right. What happened to this? Oh, because this one you have to remember, so everyone just like tikam, right? Okay. It's okay. This one acceptable. Maybe if you are lucky, then you can answer correctly. So which section talk about the PPE? Section 24 under FME. Okay, which of the below objective OSHA? This one also still have or no? Okay, everyone can answer. Easy, eh? In section 30, they talk about what? The committee, is it? Yeah. So remember this section is a very important to set up the committee safety in the organization. Okay, and this one, the objective of safety committee. So this is the answer. To give the training certificate and so on for the management related to the safety. Okay, and then this one is what? The answer. All. Is it all? No. Not including public. Only within the organization. Employee and employer representative, okay? No public. But what it stand for? Still have confusion. Oh, it's not equipment, engineering. All right, and then what is this? How much a person appointed? How many? 4. If more than 100, you need 4 representatives, okay? From the employee side, 4. And from the employer side is also 4. Remember, So this one, okay? So, all right, good. Okay. So how about Muja, your group? Do you want to share with us? Can we
Yes, I
make
will
it
share the
now
screen.
before I start? Okay. Wait, let you access it, the screen first. Okay, any question, class? While waiting for the other group to join. So are you already confirmed on your final test? Do you like to perform in physical or online? Everyone already decided? If not, if no, what comment on it, I assume it will be physical, right? Your final test will be physical, like as what we plan. Okay. So everyone, please join the quizzes. They turn off the aircon now. It's getting hotter. Everyone, please join.
I think all there already, Doctor, because Ali and me are exceptional.
Yeah, you can start. Once everyone is ready. Yep. Zailan dulu. Okay, you can answer the quizzes very good, Farah? If not number 1, number 2. Okay, can we have a look at the questions for quickly? Can you review it? Go on top. Go on top. Go on top. Okay, review questions. This time you can make it correctly. How to show? It works now. Okay. Wow, very good questions. Easy, So, everyone can answer 75%, okay? The correct, okay. So, which is not involved the quality control? Which one? Preparation of, it's not, is it? Method of statement. You sure? You kan macam confusing je ni, ramai yang jawab. 50% of them cannot answer correctly.
So,
Justification tadi, Musha?
just now Muja, why the method statement is not involved the quality control?
How? How to
I think
answer?
method statement is correct method statement is a correct method you do and then it's cover your quality.
How, Musha? Any justification?
I think
That's
you
why I
meant
also
have
want.
another one answer that not typing there.
How?
I think have the correct answer but not type in there. You're supposed to
So,
have 4 choices.
it should be 4 choices and you didn't do the, what?
The
Recheck the
correct one, the
questions.
correct answer.
Yeah, okay. So, we exclude this question. Okay, this was considered bonus. So, actually, they need the preparation of method statement, accuracy weekly, I think yes. Material request inspection, yes. So, maybe there is a one answer that you didn't type, you said, will be the answer. Okay. Next. What happened this one? What is the minimum score required for the construction project to achieve QLASIT rating good? Minimum. So the answer is 70. Is it correct, everyone? Why this one they mentioned minimum? Why you answer 80? Consider good. 80 like perform already. Maybe medium. Who have done the QLASIT at your company? Asuha, no? Not you? Sunway didn't apply any QLASIT rating?
We apply and then the
You
minimum
can't
score
remember.
normally 80 lah.
Minimum score for your company.
Yeah.
For the QLASIT?
No. Yeah, but no, it's scored by client, right? The client want how many the rating.
No, they still refer to the CIDB, you know. They have the
CIDB.
yeah, CIDB must set the rating, that one. It based on what they evaluate, right? How many percent. So I suppose it's 70 is minimum score, I suppose. But your company is set as a 80 minimum for your company. But for the CIDB, is it correct, Muja? 70, I trust you. Double check. Everyone can check also Google if you want to confirm. But I suppose, yes, 70 maybe. Muja?
70. Questions is
okay.
actually from Nikman.
Oh, Nikman. Okay, where is the Nikman? Nikman is not here?
I think
Okay.
not here.
He's not around. Okay, next. Where is it? It's gone. Next. This one I think everyone can answer. Okay, easy. It is important to adopt. Okay, everyone can answer. Yeah, most of you can answer. What is it? All above, huh? Okay, finish? Oh, not yet. Standard of? All are the same answer. What happened to these questions?
This question is like fill in the blanks and the hint is QMS.
Oh, fill in the blank so everyone answer it. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, those who are best student only can answer. Okay, all right, next. Okay, yes, everyone can answer this question easy. 3 key performance criteria not included. Performance quality, cost, time. Yes, correct. This one, the triangle, for the for the successful project. Okay, they only refer to this. And I think another one, quality, cost, time, scope. They have a scope. Okay, so okay. Employee should be involved in. Now, what happened to these questions? Many of you can answer. Decision making, participation, union. So the answer is number 1 and 2. What do you mean by union? Staff union, workers union, or what? But many of them answer all because they said, yeah, employee have their union. Is it? How about others? Do you have any experience that in your company or in your project have the worker union? Do you have it? It's not like in the overseas, in abroad, they have a quite take care of their privilege and for the employee. I'm not sure in Malaysia because your workers, what I know that in the construction side, they have the outsource the labor, correct? So they are not under a specific organization, So I'm not sure how any experience with the employee union. Any one of you? Any comment on that? Since the question is talk about the employee union, so I want to know so your experience. Farah, do you have any experience in MRT project
No,
about the union? You never heard about it, right?
yeah, no.
Okay. How about Shafiq?
No.
No, also. Asuha? Construction Sunray?
No, sure.
No, also. You never heard about the workers, the labor, like complain, they have their team, no, right?
No, in the union. But if you consider the Jabat Buruh is under union, consider union.
Labor, yes. It's about labor lah. So what? What happened?
No.
Oh, so no, right? I mean the workers, the labor, the Bangladeshi, the Indonesian, that one. There is no union they set up at your project. No experience, right? Have or not? No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So never heard about it. Okay, that's why that's why I said this kind of union, usually the local people who working in the construction project, okay, or any other industry like manufacturing especially, okay, that one they might have a very strong employee union. Okay, they have, okay, like us, like in the university student union, so they have the employee union. So in construction industry in Malaysia, it's not like a culture for this one. Okay, so usually they are not, that's why the answer may be one and two. Okay, but if you answer 1, 2, 3, it will be in a broad condition. And the industry for the manufacturing, yes, they have this employee union to protect their welfare, their privilege. Okay, So in our construction industry, I don't think we have it like other country, like maybe the local, who is the employees, the local people like Japan, China, in the Europe, okay. In Europe also they have migrant, but usually they have their local people as well to work in the construction industry. So they have this kind of union, all right? So you got the point, right? So it depends on the approach in the country itself, okay? So like us in our construction project, usually we don't have that kind of union because of like I said, the labor in our project is outsourced and they are not usually the turnover, high turnover in terms of the labor. Sometimes they move around. I mean, they don't stick into one project. They easy to like go to other project and so on. All right. So they don't have like a stick into one place. Okay. That's all, Muja. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So for today, what is our topic about? Okay, today we will go about the HIRARC, okay, this topic. Okay, I will use a few slides, okay, this one, some of it from your previous senior slide, and there is another group also, so I will show which content that whenever is useful to share with all of you. And I want you to pay attention for this topic because this will be your group project assignment that you have to complete it within 2 weeks when I'm away, which is there is no class, which is I expect that you spend the class time to prepare this group project assignment. Are you clear? I will brief you later on after this topic what you should do, okay, in order to prepare the project assignment, and you have to submit within that time frame, which is I allow you within that 2 weeks, okay, because you have classes 2 weeks, to spend 4 hours within that time frame together with your team member. Okay, so like I said, now is your time, 6 until 10, right? So I want you to use, because I know everyone's busy, so I hope that during the class time, you make a meeting like a class time, okay? So that you can discuss during this time to complete, or maybe you assign your work for the first meeting, you know, for the first class, which is the next 2 weeks, because next week will be no class, right? Because of the break, is it? Holiday. And then you will have maybe the meeting for the first week, maybe, and then the second week, maybe you already compile your work and you just about to submit, okay? Later on, I will show you the timeline when you are supposed to submit. Okay, so please pay attention. Okay, we will have a break later on 7:30, so I just start to brief this topic. Okay. Here, I want to ask all of you, have you heard about HIRARC? Okay, hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control. How can I view full view? Everyone can see the screen?
Yes, can see, Doctor.
Where is I cannot, everyone can see my cursor, right?
Yes, can see.
Okay, all right. Last time, your senior, they presented until this topic, because we have a lot numbers of students. Only this semester I had quite low numbers of master student. So they presented up until this topic. Even I think one group, I think 5 or 4 or 5 members, you know. So this group is one of the I like to see them presented because they come up with different slide, you know. This one is a PDF file. Actually, if you look at the PowerPoint, okay, if they didn't share the PowerPoint, so if they make it the PowerPoint, it's like a Netflix, the template, you know. They make it like they choose the template for the Netflix view. So it looks interesting when they're presented, okay, for this topic. So I select this one to show to all of you the content. The content is similar with the other, the typical slide. So just the layout is quite interesting to show. Okay, so I'm asking just now, any one of you have heard about HIRARC? I suppose those who are working in the like at the site, for example, like Asuha, Farah, you are familiar with that, right? Shafiq, correct? Mr. Zylan, Naufal. Is it familiar with you? HIRARC.
Yes.
Okay, how many of you did never heard about it? Can you raise your hand? There is a button. I want to see how many of you. How can I see this? The participant, let me check. Because it's a full view. Okay, Nurul, okay, anyone else? Can you raise your hand? There is a hand function. I want to see how many of you. Ali, you familiar with the HIRARC? I'm surprised.
No, doctor.
Can you raise your hand? Cannot. Shafiq familiar? Hanis? Familiar?
No, doctor.
Who no? Who said no just now?
Me, doctor. Hanis.
Then why don't you raise your hand? Because I can see how many numbers of people can raise your hand. Nurul. Only one here I can see. Anyone else? Ali, no. Can you raise your hand? You don't know how to put the button hand? Ibrahim, I believe you never heard about HIRARC. I'm not sure. Have you heard about HIRARC? They call HIRARC in the short term. Hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control.
No, doctor.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laila, familiar? Because you're working at the construction. Okay, so only 4, I think, of you. All right. Okay, it's a good for you to know because it's a new knowledge for you. Okay, and the rest, I suppose maybe you are not 100% involved with the HIRARC, but you are quite familiar with that, right? Correct?
Coding dia mana balu dia
Wait, what happened? That one?
saya. Ini
Wait, let me, okay, mute. Okay, all right. Okay, so thank you. You can lower your hand. Wait, I can make it lower your hand. Okay. So good. I hope that your group, I hope that you already according to the group that separate, you are not in the same group. I will check again your team member. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so those who are already familiar, can you give me another name that have been practiced as a HIRARC other than this term? This is like a common term in Malaysia that practice this HIRARC. It's not only in the construction industry. Other industry also practice the HIRARC. But can you give me other terms? Any one of you, maybe in your organization, you use different terms, but it's the same practice. Anyone?
I think previously HIRADC. HIRADC.
See,
It's
okay,
not
what
R.
is what is the DC?
DC is the determining control.
Sorry,
Determining control.
determining control. Okay, so okay, Muja, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Muja said that HIRADC. Okay, you experience it. Okay, other than that, anyone else want to say other terms? Only, is it the same terms you are using? Asoha, the same term, are you sure? Sir Zailan? you don't have any different terms you heard before?
How about I heard one, Doctor. Hyro.
Okay, what?
HIRO. Yes, Hyro.
Okay.
I
all
heard,
right.
but I don't know what is Hyro.
You heard? Where did you heard? Is it in
I
your
heard because
company or where? Where did you heard?
always said Hyro.
Yeah, correct.
Mm.
But you never know what is that.
But I don't know the words over there.
Okay,
I think
high.
has it identification,
Yes.
risk
Okay.
risk
This what? Assessment. This.
opportunity ke?
Yes,
Opportunity,
correct. Correct.
okay.
Opportunity. Yes, correct. Okay. Correct. Okay, thank you. High row. Okay, they say hazard identification, risk analysis or assessment, and opportunity. That's why they call high row. Okay, most of the organization they use high row as well. Okay, good. Thank you. Other than that, I want any feedback. There's more. So I want to see.
Doctor,
Yes.
last time when I deal with IWK, to do inside inside building.
Okay, wait. I want to see who's speaking just now. Okay, all right. Now I can see.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Okay. Last time when I deal with IWK, when we propose to do inside the close what called pumping station. So they required us to propose the hazard.
Okay. Hazard. So what is the hazard? Correct.
Hazard and operability.
Hazard, yes. Hazard
and operability study.
Yes, operability study. Yes, correct. Hazard. So there is another term as well. So that one IWK punya approach.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Yes, correct. There is another term. Hazard. Okay, good. Okay, how about the rest? Thank you, Shafiq. How about others? Any other examples or others terms that you are know what is the others practice using? Correct. There is a lot. Okay. Like your members already share. Hyro. Okay. Hazop. All right. And then what else just now? Is there any other things? Ham. Have you heard about ham? They say hazard assessment and management. Okay. In the US also they use they call ham approach. Okay, to do this one. So they include the management plan ham. Okay, HAMP. Okay, HAMP ham. I think it's supposed to. It's kind of many design. Okay, about the hazard identification and risk control. This HIRARC, they are using in many kind of ways or approach. So don't stick with this one. Okay, like what I want to say is there is a many different approach, depends on the organization, but the practice is similar. Okay, you need to identify the hazard, you need to analyze the risk, and you need to control. But there is another organization look at the opportunity. Okay, there is another organization, they are looking for the management plan. Okay, so it's the same, actually it's different term. And your friend said that DC, HIRARC also, but DC, determining control. So it's the same thing, you need to control. But the opportunity, usually they are looking for another what they call future it's like an opportunity what they can improve. Okay, something like that. All right, so they call as an opportunity. And this thing is a very common for the safety management system. So they must have this. It's like a backbone. If you don't have this thing, it's like you're missing something in your safety management system. Okay, so please remember, okay, bear in your mind that this approach is considered one of the key element that you need to practice in the safety management system. Okay, clear, everyone? All right, but don't be surprised when you go other company and then they say, why Dr. Lina said about HIRARC? It's a different terms. No, of course, like I said, it depends on the organization. Maybe there is a totally different. It's not even HIRO or HAZOP and HIRADC. It's totally different, but it's the same practice. So you have to adapt whatever is the organization approach. Okay, because you have to follow them. It's just like this one is your knowledge that you know how to do it. Okay, clear? Because safety management system, it depends on the person who implement it. Okay, the personnel. So if they are creative, then we come up with many new things. Totally different like what other people practice, because they want to be different. They doesn't want just copy it. Because the moment you come up with the new approach, you are providing something new to the company, okay, which is their CEO maybe like it or love it. They doesn't like the similar. They want their identity, how they want to manage their safety. Okay, so don't be surprised. Okay, so I hope you are clear. Okay, from the first starting, I want to clarify with you, don't stick with this term. There could be many terms. Okay, so this HIRARC has been practiced in Malaysia. Is quite common because SHO, the safety and health officer, when they want to take the assessment, okay, they have 4 papers. Okay, so the paper number 4 is to present the workplace assessment, WPA. Okay, so WPA, the first thing they have to do is a HIRARC. So what I teach you now is actually a knowledge in order for you to sit for the SHO punya assessment. Are you clear? Okay. So yeah, so this will be your part of your project later on. Okay. So when look at here, I will brief you about the introduction. Forget about the other side. I cannot see it, this one. Okay, the introduction about HIRARC. Okay, and then the purpose and objective of HIRARC. Then we go through the rest what they are presented in this slide. Okay.
Doctor, your slide not
slide
moving.
is not moving. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Luckily you mentioned it. Oh, that's why I say if once is the, I don't know what happened. Maybe I have to use manual like this. Is it okay? Is it okay? You can see or not? I'm not sure. Is it full view? Is it okay? Is it okay if like this? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think okay.
All right. Okay. So, okay, I asked you about hazard. Before this, I ever asked you about hazard. What is hazard? Hazard in Malay is what? Hazard, risk, danger. Okay, hazard control. These are the common terms they are using in order for you to do the HIRARC. So what is the difference between hazard and danger? They already have an answer here. Can you differentiate hazard and danger? This is the definition here. Hazard is something that can cause harm, okay, or a source of situation that can harm the human, okay, ill health, okay, and also damage the property and to the environment as well, or any one of it, or the combination for any 3 of it, okay. So either they harm to one human or property damage or environment, okay, they consider hazard already. Or maybe they can harm to all of it or any combination from 3 of it, okay. So it's considered as a hazard. Can you give me example at the construction project? Any hazard that you can give me example? Anyone? What is the example of the common hazard for the construction activity? Or maybe you can give me example at the moment at your seat now. If you cannot think about the construction activity. Anyone? What is your hazard at the moment? Hello?
Electrical hazard.
Electric is too general. What is be specific? If you want to do the analysis or identification of hazard, you must very specific. Okay, you say electrical hazard. Is it? Yes, it's a categories of hazard. So what kind of electrical? What kind of condition? They say a source of
Open
situation.
cable.
Okay, open cable what?
The wiring is
Open
exposed.
cable. Okay, good. The open cable exposed. Okay, exposed open cable. All right. So what is the consequences of this hazard?
Can cause electrocution.
Yes, cute. Okay, can cause electrocute. Okay, which is can harm the humans, and also property damage because it can cause fire or short circuit, correct? So
Yes.
there is a possibility. So is considered hazard. Very good. Other than that, any one of you? This is one of the example. Okay, later on you will see a few types of hazard categories so that you will see more example. Okay, this is about hazard. Okay, thank you, Moja. Okay, what is the difference between danger? How do you want to separate these two things? Hazard in Malay is what? Yes. Hazard in Malay is ada some people they answer they said that hazard in Malay is bahaya. Is it correct? Hazard in Malay is bahaya, correct ke?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, no, correct, yes, no. So what is in Malay? How about danger? Danger in Malay is what?
Bahaya.
Bahaya. So they said, when I ask what is the difference between hazard and danger, the answer is similar. It's not similar. It's different. Okay, so hazard in Malay is hazard without R. Okay, you know that? Hazard in Malay is hazard. Okay, HAZAD. Okay, that is in Malay. So hazard in Malay, hazard and bahaya. So what is the difference? Hazard and danger. So here they say that relative exposure to hazard. So can you give me example? What condition you can say is the danger? Hurry up. Anyone?
Falling object, Doctor.
Falling object.
Ah. Yeah.
Falling object.
So,
So how? So how did you see the statement here? Relative exposure to hazard. When, in what condition you can say it's a bio? Okay, you give example falling object. Yes, correct. Falling object, but there is another additional sentence. You have to complete the sentence to make it this example of a danger. Not yet complete. You say okay, falling object, and then okay, I give you the same example. You say okay, falling object. And you said danger. Is it bahaya? Okay. Imagine any place that you've been, there is a falling object. Okay. Without the exposure of people, okay, you won't say that it's a danger. Once that place, okay, if the place is being exposed to a people, to the person, the human, you will consider it's danger. Betul tak? Correct or not? Understand or not? That's why you will see a signage, awas, danger, danger, danger. Have you realized that? So the moment that area Okay, you identify just now is a falling object. Okay, and there is that place will be potential to be exposed. Okay, by the human. Okay, so it considered as a danger. You get what I mean? For example, like Muja give an example is a exposed open cable, right? Okay, so that is a hazard. Okay, anything human will expose to hazard, this hazard. So these are considered danger condition. Okay, danger. Correct? Okay, you get the idea? Yes or no? The hazard just now is just the identification without you are considered about which is the situation and so on. But the danger when someone exposed, okay, to the hazard, they consider as a danger. That's how you want to separate. That's why when you look at when you identify the hazard, you must control it. All right. So if there is no option that you can control it, only the dangerous signage is the last option that you can do, which is the administrative control. Okay, you will learn later on in more example. Okay, so clear? Understand? Okay, how about yes? Who's that?
Doctor, this terminology danger and how about risk, doctor? Risk and danger is same?
Okay, different. Okay, risk is different. Okay, the risk. Okay, you look at the statement just now. Okay, so now you say it's a danger, bahaya and also risiko, right? And then you want to say, oh, what is the risiko then? Okay, risiko is another what's so called a statement. You see here a combination of the likelihood, okay, of an occurrence, okay, of hazardous event with a specific period in a specified circumstance and severity of injury, damage to health of people or environment, property, or combination. Okay, you see here the combination between likelihood and also the severity. That is the risk. What is the risk? Okay, what is the risk for the falling object? There is a risk. Okay, which is how many times the falling object will fall down. There is the likelihood. How many times? How many frequency? Okay, that falling object. And then they will multiply. Okay, the risk usually you have to see the likelihood and also the severity. What if, okay, this falling object hit someone? How severe will be the incident? How severe will be the event? Do you get what I mean? So if the falling object hit someone, how severe you will see? Is it very bad, or just it's okay, still can survive? So how you want to rate this thing? So with the falling object, the identification of hazard, this one, okay, you will analyze the risk. That's why they have hazard identification and risk assessment or risk analysis. Okay, the risk you must analyze in order you to see how much is the risk, because the risk, if you just say that, oh, there other risiko, you just say that there is the risk, other risiko, but you cannot evaluate how much is the risk. Is it low, medium, high risk? Because you must rate the risk. You cannot just simply, okay, there is a risiko, then how worse is the risk? Okay, so the risk you must be analyzed. Okay, there is a risiko. If you just say a risk, it's not yet complete the risk statement there. Okay, you must identify how much is the risk. Okay, so in order to identify that risk, to determine the risk, okay, you need two things. Okay, like I said, the likelihood, how frequent is happen, and how severe is that event if happen. Okay, so there is the risk different with the danger. Okay, so danger is, like I said, is the exposure of to hazard. Like the risk is the analysis of hazard if that hazard happen. You got it? Clear? Clear? Clear or not clear? You can ask if you are not clear. You will see later on. Okay, I will show you how it works. Okay, and then the hazard control. Okay, what is a hazard control? You see here the process of implementing measures to reduce the risk associated with hazard. Once you already do the risk analysis, you already evaluate, usually only the high risk you have to control. So you have to control that hazard. Okay, so that's why they said actually risk control. Okay, so at the same time you control the hazard. Okay, all right, clear? So I think we have to have a break about half an hour. We can get back at 8 p.m. Okay, anyone? Everyone?
Okay, doctor.
Okay,
Okay,
I
doctor.
see you at 8 p.m. exactly. So I hope that if we can finish early, then we finish early, but I don't think so. See how. Okay? All right, so see you guys at 8. Yes, yes, please. What, do you want to ask something?
Okay, doctor. Okay.
Oh, okay, see you later. Oh, I want to post. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We come back again. Anyone is ready to continue? Hello? Hello, is there anyone's already here? Can you see?
Yeah, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. How about the rest? Are you okay? Okay. I assume everyone's ready, because I don't want to waste your time, because it's quite a lot of things you have to digest, okay, about the HIRARC. All right, and especially to brief you about the project, especially the group project. And then, yeah, I hope that, oh my God, it's gonna be dark. Is it the written north of building? I'm not sure. If not, you just hear my voice. All right, can everyone see the slide? We continue, Okay. Hello. Do you think you need 5 minutes? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, now please join. All right, yes, there's someone, they keep on joining. Okay, anyone knows? I think only one absent. I think Nick only absent. Do you know where's him? Because he didn't mention anything in the group that he can't join or what. Does he knows there is a class, right? Okay, let's go. We continue to the topic. Okay, so here you can see, everyone can see the slide, right?
Yes, doctor.
Yes,
Okay,
doctor.
thank you. All right, so this is the important component for the HIRARC. Like I said, HIRARC, it shows about these three things, which is the hazard identifications, okay, the risk assessment, or they call it risk analysis, okay. That's why you say here is the process of evaluating the risk to the safety and health from hazard at work. Okay, and the last one is the risk control, is a strategy or method to control the risk, okay. So there is a three main things, okay, in order for you to come up with the HIRARC, okay. So what is the objective of the HIRARC? Okay, look at here. Okay, everyone can see? Or is it moved to another slide, right?
Move, doctor. Move.
Okay.
7.1.
Yes, correct. Okay, there's another slide from another group because there's a quite important content I want to share. okay, which is not presented in that group, okay. So what is the purpose of HIRARC, okay, is to identify all the factors, okay, that can cause harm, the definition that I already introduced you, okay, and then to consider the changes, the chances harm, okay, to anyone, okay, to consider the possible severity, okay, that could come from the risk, and to enable employers to plan, introduce, and monitor preventive measure risks are adequately controlled at all times. So these are the purpose of conducting the HIRARC, okay? Why you need to implement the HIRARC? These are the objective actually, okay? And usually it's shown established by who? The contractor, okay? So who is the personnel prepare the HIRARC on behalf of the contractor?
Safety officer.
Yes, the safety officer, okay? All right, in our scope, our construction industry, the person in charge is the safety and health officer, SHO. If there is no SHO for that project, who will in charge?
Triple S, Doctor.
Yes, triple S, thank you. All right, so this one must be established by them, okay, and the risk control measure should be implemented before any works commencement. Okay, maksudnya, okay, meaning that, okay, this HIRARC you should conduct before the operation. It's not work out if you start after the activities. So everything must be at front, okay, not at the end or not in the progress and so on. It's before you start the work. If there is any new activities, okay, new construction activities has been introduced in that project, you must come up with the HIRARC first. If there is activities the very high risk, okay, so you have to come up earlier, okay, and the HIRARC should be reviewed when? If there is a change in risk pattern, what kind of risk pattern? Okay, for example, in a project, okay, before they are not, okay, working at high, is there any changes of risk pattern? If you are working at high at the construction project, is there any risk pattern changes? Anyone?
Yes.
For example?
The higher you go, the higher the risk lah.
Okay. The higher you go, the higher your risk. Is it? The risk is the same, right? The risk is the same, right?
Nah,
Because
campur dengan the wind, whatever, maybe.
okay, you already consider at the first place, right? So maybe you can add on, okay? Okay, you say, okay, working at high, yes, the risk pattern are different when the condition of the work, okay, is changes. For example, you are working at high on the floor, okay, at the inside the building at the floor, but with the open space. And when you're working at high at the platform, you know, a platform, not at the on the floor, that you already concreted the slabs, okay, and different that when you're working at high with the open space at the platform nearby to the corner and so on. Is it the risk same or different? The risks are different, right? Yes or no? The risks are different, correct or not?
Different.
Okay, the risks are
Doctor,
different
you
because
mean different location ke, Doctor? Is it different
yes.
location?
No, the same construction project. Okay, like I said just now, maybe before there is no platform. Okay, platform, you mean platform can be temporary platform. Okay, the platform can be like at the edges, at the end, at the corner. Okay, as you remember the previous site visit, okay, they said everyone have to wearing the safety harness. They said when they go out. Okay, that is the rules. They said like that. but they don't hook at the safety line. That's why we wonder why you didn't hook at the safety line. They say, oh, because you are not working at the edges. Once they start activities at the edges, they need to connect with the safety line. Okay, so it means that it shows that is a condition that the risk is there. Okay, so they have the control. Okay, so this one HIRARC, usually you have to review whenever there is the different risk pattern too much. Okay, for example, before this, they are not using they are not planned, okay, to conduct the construction method using IBS. For example, first they decided only the conventional, for example, like only concrete in situ. Okay, but then during the operation, they said they want to change to the IBS. It's the same thing that the concreting is changes to be installed, right? So you need to review the HIRARC for that, the construction method. So you need to review whenever there is a changes with the risk pattern, you need to change. Okay, and there is many other example. Okay, related to the same construction activity. Okay, and then after accident and incident happen, yes, okay, why it's happened? Maybe you have to review. Is it the control? Is it correct or not? Or maybe there is a changes. Maybe there is need improvement. Okay, because already accident happened, meaning that whatever the control measure that you propose are not 100% works. Okay, maybe it's only works 50%. So you make it happen up until 80%, something like that. Okay. And then the change in the work process, like I said, this is the same like the work process. Okay, the construction method are different and changes. Okay, so you need to review this HIRARC document. They have the document actually you have to prepare. Okay, and then the change in legal requirement. Okay, if there is a, for example, OSHA will be gazetted a new amendment in this coming June. Okay, if there is any changes in the legal, maybe previously they don't have to review, but afterwards they have to review something. So you have to change the HIRARC. Okay, this is a special case, depends on the condition. All right, clear? Okay, so this is the one that you just mentioned just now. It's about the hazard classification. So they have the physical hazard. What is the physical hazard here? They can cause what? Hazard that can cause harm. For example, what is the physical? This already mentioned here. Is it correct, the example? In terms of physical, biological, chemical, agronomic, okay? Any kind of hazard that related to this classification can harm to these three things, like I said, the human, environment, and also the property, which is considered as a hazard. Other than that, it's a psychological, workplace, okay, and then electrical and mechanical. Okay, let me show you, I can show you the classification in details. Okay, I think this one is clear for you to show it. Let me share this one. Okay, can everyone see it? Hello? I'm worried if not changing to the right one.
Sources of hazard, Doctor. Sources.
Yes, correct. So I want to give you understand what is the hazard based on this classification. When we talk about the mechanical hazard, this is what you have to identify. You must mention that, okay, is the sharp points or edges. If you just mention edges, okay, maybe the edges is not to harm to the people, but when you call that sharp, maybe can hit you and can injury, something like that. Okay, must be specific the hazard. And when we talk about the electrical, this is the one that you give example just now, the open cable, okay, electric, for example. And biological, expose they can call this one biological related to the what they call organism, okay, the one that can give you ill to the health, okay, this thing. And what else, the chemical carcinogen, the gases, okay. And then ergonomics, the posture exposed to okay, for the hazard, for the ergonomic, can anyone give example? They said that exposed to unnatural posture, so everything related to the posture, what you can think about hazard in terms of ergonomy. The hazard at the working place construction project. Related to ergonomics, usually when you are lifting the materials, yes or no? The way you are doing the works, okay? Can you get it? The place that you are doing the work, for example, the bar bender person, do you know the bar bender? The workers who have to bend the reinforcement bar, the bar bender. Hello? Anyone?
Yes, doctor.
Anyone aware about the bar bender? There is a platform, I mean, they are provided some area for this worker to do the bar bending. Okay, so what happened? Is it hazard for them in order for them to do that works? It's considered hazard because how they want to do the activities. Either they want standing, they want to sit, or how. If they want to standing, they must have the proper space, okay, for them to do the bar bending. Must be the same level of their hand and so on, okay. If they exposed to unnatural posture, it's already considered hazard for that workers, okay. So this is part of the ergonomy, which is can harm to their health for their body, okay. And psychology, psychological also they can consider hazard in terms of the psychology, such as their stress to the workplace, okay. The way you manage the, for example, can you imagine, hello?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, if the hazard for the psychology, for example, if you are working at the what, the sunlight too long, the outside, okay, the long hours exposure to working outside, okay, and the short, of course, the short terms you working outside, it can cause the stress, is it, the long hours work, right? So this one is already hazard for the workers. So sometimes you have to, even this small thing also can consider as a hazard. So you must identify all the hazard in this classification. It's not only you will see that hazard, what they call, physically, but actually you have to see in terms of this classification as well, that can affect your operation, your workers especially, and also your working environment, okay, and also your property or the site, okay. And then physical, this one is related to the human as well. The worker working at high with the upper edges. This one is a very specific, and when you want to identify the hazard. What happened? Are you listening the lecture or you are watching a television? Okay, let me share back the slide here. Okay. Clear about the classification? Okay. So now we go about the process, how you want to identify the hazard. Of course, you must know what is the activity. So this is how you have to start classify the activities. Okay, you must identify the activities first. What are the common activities that has been conducted at the construction project in order for you to identify the hazard. Without you knowing what is the activities has been conducted, it's not easy for you to identify the hazard. So you must be on that site. Then you will know what to identify. Okay. Different industry, they have a different work activities. Okay. So for us, we are focusing on the construction activities. Okay. So this is the first step. And then once you already know what is the activities, then you have to identify the hazard, like I said, that based on the classification. Okay, you have to determine which hazard, okay, what are the hazard. You must always question how to identify. You must know how to observe and so on. It depends. Usually the identify of hazard, you must have the experience. If you are not have experience, of course you have to start something. You have to go on site and see it. Okay. And then assess the risk. Okay, you have to evaluate. There is a calculation for it, the risk metric. Okay. And then you have to control once you already identify which one is the higher risk. Usually only the high risk will be controlled. Low and medium, it depends. Either you want to control or not for the medium. Usually low risk, you just ignore it, you just prevent. That's it. But you don't have to control. The one that you have to control is the high risk. Okay. And then, of course, you have to review risk control. Without, that's why they said when to review the HIRARC. If there is any changes or any regulation changes, or is there any accident happened related to the activities that already been controlled and it doesn't work, then you have to review. Okay. These are the standard form, HIRARC form. Okay. Different project, different form. Okay. So it depends on your company. It depends on your organization. What kind of the form they are using. Maybe the term is different, like your friend said that HIRARC, BC, that one. Okay. So it depends. Maybe they mentioned here what determine the control, is it? And or they said HIRO, which is the opportunity here. So it depends. Okay, what is the practice? There is a common form, okay, they are using, and the template might be vary. Okay, so usually they have the companies, the approval who did this one, okay, who conduct this thing, who in charge, okay, and the review date, next review date. Usually maybe the some company, they said every 5 years I need to change or review, every 3 years, it depends. Okay. And when they started to come up with this analysis, they must state here. And there is the first step, the 3 step, right? HIRARC. So here is high hazard identification. They list out to based on the work activity. Okay. And then what is the hazard? And they mention what can affect, okay, the cost. Okay. And then risk analysis, this one, based on the how frequent is it and how severe it, then you can get the how much severe is the risk. Okay, then you have to calculate this one, and then you have to control based on the hierarchy of control. Later on I will show you the hierarchy of control. Okay, and these are the example that they are doing. Okay, if you look at here, they already identified the hazard. Can you see it? Hold up. Okay, can you see it? Okay, so this one, they said that hazard, okay, and then risk evaluation, and then risk control. Okay, so these are the example from the UEM construction.
Doctor,
Okay, yes.
why the form the form title is job safety analysis, right?
Okay, yeah, the form, okay, like I said, it depends on the practice of the project. Okay, some they notify this one as a JSA. Okay, they said and then they have also the method statement, safety method statement, right? Method procedure and so on. But actually this one, job safety analysis, of course you have to analyze the work because it's related about the work activity. You see, so whatever job that have been conducted at the construction site, Okay, you must identify the risk. That's why they consider this one also part of the JSA. Okay, it depends on the company. Okay, they call the HIRARC to be conducted under JSA. And some company also, as long as they what they do this analysis, okay, which is they already done their job. At least they do the preventive control, preventive measure already. Okay, before they start the work. Okay, when they call the JSA, of course they can use this term because the activity you do to analyze is to identify the risk. I mean to evaluate the risk analysis and so on. Okay, it's clear. Okay, and then this one is a common also practice. Every construction project they said that okay, can you do the JSA? Okay, usually the content of JSA they come up with the HIRARC. Okay, and then they have a working permit. Have you heard about the permit working? PW, POW, or what? PTW, work to permit. So PTW. Okay, so have you heard about it? When do you use the PTW, permit to work?
Before
I'm
start the work.
asking you. Okay, now it's already JSA here. You said before start the work that you implement the PTW. Why they are not calling here this form as a PTW? This one also before the work. Why they call the JSA? PTW, when do you want to use the PTW, permit to work? There's another term that you have to know. Sorry.
The
Why the line?
PW is more detailed for the specific work. Like we have PTW for what excavation.
Okay, why
lifting.
why they use the deep what they call process? You say there is much the reason when you want to use a PTW. Okay, I want the correct answer. The one is not yet correct. There is a purpose. Okay, but anyone can give me when we need to use the PTW. Siapa yang dah experience banyak mesti you know why we need the PTW, when we want to use the PTW.
Doctor, if I
Yes.
am not mistaken,
Okay.
this PTW at the initial stage of project kan? Dia submit ke? No.
No. Okay. Who want to answer? Those who are safety officer, then I understand lah. Okay. Anyone? I know that why you cannot get the idea when they want to use the PTW. So okay. Okay, anyone? No one. Okay, Asuha, doesn't want to try? Asuha is here or not? I'm not sure. You don't want to answer this question? Oh, he's not here. Now I know who's in the class or they are run away or what. Now Asuha is not in the room. Muja? You want to try?
I'm here.
I'm here. Okay. Okay, Muja.
PTW, in my opinion only,
Okay,
usually if you want to do job that have risk or hazard.
Now we are having a risk. I already show you JSA, not check correct. Not check tak tepat. Okay, so I help. You are one trying to say the correct answer, but it's not yet correct. Okay, Aswaha?
Yeah, the PTW.
Okay. Okay.
PTW normally we use for we need to register all the site area, the works at the site lah. Every works.
Okay, nobody. Okay, every word you need PTW. Are you sure? Are you sure?
We call it permit to works. Whatever works, we need to have a permit. Whatever works our site lah.
Okay, can you tell me what kind of work that you just mentioned
Let's
just
say
now?
we have the excavation, the area is a profanation, we need the permit to work for
Okay.
the excavation works.
Okay, why excavation?
It's because it's all works that have their own risk.
Okay. Okay, back to basic. Okay, all right. A good try. Okay, everyone. Okay. Now I understand that you cannot differentiate, okay, about doing the HIRARC. Okay, now HIRARC, you must list all the working activities, okay, for related the construction work, okay. So you will come out the HIRARC. The PTW, okay, that have been, you have to conduct. That's why I said there is a risk control, okay, the risk control. Whenever the most high risk, I'm talking about the high risk work, usually they will use the PTW, correct? That's why you said the one that registered, but you said all. It's not all, It's not all activity you need PTW, correct? It's not all. There must be the most high risk work at your construction project. You need PTW. Kalau semua you nak kena guna PTW, mati. Okay, so usually the hot work, you know hot work? Kerja panas.
Yes.
Confined space, correct? Excavation, yes, one of the high risk because you can collapse. But it depends on what kind of excavation. Takkan ada excavation dekat site macam clearance site you nak kena guna PTW.
Yeah,
Without
different.
the
Different
you
practice lah,
see?
doctor.
Yes, okay. Yes, I know different practice as well. That's why, like you, maybe Asuha, that's why I said it depends on the construction. I mean, depends on the construction company. They declare they want to very safe. So even though a small medium risk, they want to use the PTW. That's why I said different depends on the practice. Yes, I agree. But what I want to say, I want to tell the common practice, whenever you want to use the PTW, what is the PTW? Permit to work. Permit to work, kalau you tengok example of their form, is a very detailed, like Farah said just now, a very detailed analysis. They will say who will be in charge, what is the PPE you're gonna use, how much is the debt, and so on. What is the activity? It depends on the activities. Okay, you have to tick. There is the form. Okay, and there is a supervisor. Okay, the person in charge have to monitor this work as well. Usually the safety officer or triple S. Okay, of course the safety personnel, and also the workers who in charge. Usually they are leader or they are supervisor of the works. Okay, so this person must conduct, and they have to site visit. The safety officer have to go to the site and see if they are rajin. Okay, they are waiting until they are finished the work. If they are trust, then they can go back and buy. They will be responsible if hazard or accident happen. Okay, because they are the one who sign. They are the one who agree whatever the work. Imagine if they are doing the confined space work. Nobody look at that activities. If there is a factor there, who will be gonna blame? Who? Safety officer. So PTW is being used when the critical high risk job only. Okay, not for the all activities. Like I said, kalau you nak excavate for the clearance site, maka you nak guna PTW. It doesn't work pun. Okay, depends on the depth, like you said. Okay, so that's why I said the high risk. Clear? Clear? So the job at JSA, usually for every job, okay, they will come up with the HIRARC first, okay, and they will identify which one is the medium high risk. That's why Asuha said the one that registered one. That's why I asked what kind of activities. So the registered one is the most high risk job. Only using the PTW. Clear? Clear, class? Okay. Any question?
Clear,
Good.
clear.
Okay, good, that you know what is things. Okay, all right, so this one is about how you want to this WCT example, right? So you can see what kind of the project, and then they try to come up all the activities, manual lifting, scaffolding. It depends. Okay, so sometimes the safety officer already exposed with this kind of document, is it okay for them to just copy the HIRARC? The HIRARC, of course, they already have the document. Just copy for the project 1 to the project 2, the HIRARC document or analysis, this one. Is it okay for them to just duplicate, okay, for the next project? Is it okay? Yes or no? Is it can be duplicate? Is it, I didn't ask a question.
Can, but with a bit of adjustment.
Sorry, Shafiq?
I think can, but need to adjust according to the situation.
They can duplicate, but it just still have to adjust. Cannot copy 100%, okay? It depends on what type of the project they can duplicate, okay? Depends on what kind of the project. For example, the first project, they are having the tunneling, like you said, MRT. They got the project tunneling. Okay, of course, the work activities are different than the second one. They got the overhead project infrastructure, for example. Is it similar? Working at high and working at the underground. Is it similar? Totally cannot. So it depends on the types of the project. Okay, but if that company, they always do the high-rise building. The same time, every year they got the project, the high-rise building. Okay, every 2-3 years they got the high-rise building. Okay, they can duplicate, and depends, like you said, have to adjust. Okay, because of course, the first time you want to set up this high-rise is a very hectic. Okay, but after some time, based on the experience and based on many types of kind of project, it will be easier for the safety officer. That's why the experience is very expensive. Okay, and they are being paid based on their experience. Okay, and their responsible also very high. Okay, clear, class? So these are the type of HIRARC application. Building service, highway maintenance, every activities, actually those who are need to comply with the OSHA, they need to do this. HIRARC, okay? And many of works related to the activities. If the construction works, you see how many works here? You can see how many works. A lot, right? Okay, and there is some more. These are oil and gas, depends on the industry. They mention here. If the landfill, this kind of works that they have to do the HIRARC. Okay, environmental monitoring. Okay, all right. So they have the guideline. You can this one. Okay, HIRARC. Okay, that's why we refer to the HIRARC, because those also they have the guideline. Okay, the common practice. Okay, so when they have this guideline, meaning that this HIRARC being practiced in 10 industries. Okay, that comply with the OSHA, not only the construction industry. And again, like your friend said, that it depends on the practice. Okay, so don't be stick with the HIRARC. Don't be surprised that you heard other terms. Okay, so these are why we need the HIRARC. Okay, because of part of the safety management. Okay, and then the construction activity risk assessment. They call cara. Sukati them, yeah. Okay, they want to use their terms. This one. So they have these terms as well. Okay, so what happened this one, they have also this practice that under this standard also, they said that they have to identify the hazard and analyze their associate risk. Okay, because it's been in the act, in the regulation, in OSHA. So no matter how any activities, especially the CIDB, is specific for the construction industry. They want to make sure that the performance of the construction companies in Malaysia practice the safety. So they have their own standard. They come up the same things, whatever comply with the regulation. So they ask them to do this thing as well. Okay, so establish the minimum requirement duty, implementing cara. So this one under CIS. Okay, and then provide guidance on its implementation. Okay, so these are the activities under this standard dimension. These are the crucial or the common practice, activities at the site. Okay, the site preparation. So each site preparation activities, they have the sub activities that you might have to analyze and come up with the hierarchy. Okay, so they come up with these 9 main activities at the construction project. So you have to come up with this hierarchy. Okay, so these are the example, site preparation work. So what they have, survey work. Is there any risk? If they say yellow means that medium, and they have site access preparation. When they say high, why the site access preparation high? Maybe the sites are at the hill, or the site are at the ocean, or anywhere else. Okay, so it depends on the location wise. Okay, some site access preparation maybe is not high risk, some yes. Okay, site clearings. So it depends on the project. Okay, the one that you can the refer, okay, for example, like 9 activities here. This one, the safety officer can get a reference, okay, for this one. Okay, they can copy this one, but the sub activities will be differ. Okay, the analysis might be different as well. Okay, what time is now? Okay, I hope that by 9 I can brief you about the project. Okay, this is the purpose and objective of, okay, I already mentioned this one, right? The situation, you see, has it appeared to pose a significant threat? Okay, uncertain whether existing control are adequate, how to implement and before implement the corrective and preventive, okay, organization intending to continuously improve the ocean. Okay, so the implementation, how to start, of course, you need the employees' participations, because you have to, they are the one who have to carry on the work. Okay, so no matter how, you have to deal with them. Okay, and then it depends on the specific organization policy, how much they want to consider is a high risk, medium, and low, and how they want to calculate the risk analysis, the assessment. Okay, and then they need to implement because of the external audit, but without external audit also you have to conduct, okay, and then management committee review report, internal audit, okay, commitment of management, organization should have a vision, okay, safety basic training. So this how you want to start implement, okay, and then this is the hierarchy process. So you can see, like I said, you must classify the work, okay, in the standard from the CIDB already mentioned about the 9 activity. It could be more, okay, it depends on the safety officer, how they want to evaluate and so on to do the hierarchy. Okay, so it could be more than 9, okay, 9 parts, okay. And then this one, you have to identify risk analysis, okay, implement, review. It's common, Later I show how to calculate. Okay, what is this? I cannot, not some we can do, we can see, Okay, hazard identification. How hazard, these types of hazard, okay, there's more. Hello? Everyone can hear me because I think my AirPod already run out of battery. Hello?
Can hear, Dr. Ken.
Yes, can hear.
Wait again, let me check. How is it okay? Can hear?
Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. All right. This is a safety hazard, environmental hazard. Okay. All right. How do you want to identify the hazard? I give you the slide moving, right? Now it's about hazard identification technique. No?
Yes, it's moving, Doctor.
Okay. So to identify the hazard, actually there is a technique. Okay, technique means that, for example, like if you are still new, you want to identify the hazard, it's not easy for you. So you must base on the record, complaint, health and safety documents, okay? Maybe the reference and so on, the inspection. Okay, maybe from the interview from the workers itself, from the observation. So these are the technique in order for you to identify the hazard. It's not by simply think, okay? You must see on site in real. Then you will see the technique. Hello, can everyone hear it?
Yes,
Can,
can
Doctor,
doctor.
can.
I don't know what happened. I heard some signal. Okay. And then hazard identification assessment. Okay, the step and time frame of identifying a hazard and keeping record of hazard, okay, reviewing and monitoring. Okay. So this is what you have to do. And technique like I said just now, there is a few many technique. It doesn't matter as long as you covered, okay, that all the activities at the site will be fine. Okay, these are the method or technique. And then analysis the risk. Okay, there's a few types of analysis, either qualitative, quantitative, semi-quantitative. Okay, qualitative, it means by wording. Okay, quantitative by numbers. Okay, and semi-quantitative, they mix with the qualitative, means the statement have the numbers and also the statement. Okay, so these are the types of this analysis. So we will see. Okay, like this one, they mention this table that we are refer how to calculate the risk. So they have the likelihood. The likelihood you have the rank, you have the measure, you have to measure. Okay, for example, you mention rating and you need to rate 1 to 5, or it depends on the practice. Okay, some companies they just rate 1 to 3, but as long as you can indicate the analysis, it should be fine. Okay, but this one is a guideline from the DOSH. So this is what they are using. Okay, hello, everyone can hear?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Right, so they said that here, most likely, possible, conceivable, remote, inconceivable. What does it mean? Sometimes they are using the normal term. The likelihood, they say what? First, most likely. Sometimes they said rare, happen, okay, very rare. So it depends on what you want to name it, but as long as the indicator is, meaning when they said 1, maybe the likelihood is not that equal. So maybe they said none, never happen, or they said never, okay, and then sometimes they said, and then sometimes here they are unsure, okay, either yes or not, the likelihood is not really they said rare, okay, and then they said common, okay, and then most likely, okay, so it depends how you want to name it, but as long as the rating is there, and you must indicate here, okay, what is depends on whatever indicator you want to use, but as long as the rating is shows that most happen will be higher number, the less happen will be lower number. Okay, and they give the example, so you also can give the example based on the activity, I mean based on the company's work activities. Okay, some, for example, in manufacturing may be different the way they analyze the risk. Okay, so it depends, so don't be stick. Okay, right, so here they say that the most likely result hazard event realized has a good chances. Here there are statement that they might be occur sometime in the future, has not been known, okay, it's practically impossible, never happen. They mention like that. Okay, so it depends. Right? And then they must have severity. So the most important key here is likelihood, severity. Okay. So severity also you can identify. You can start. Okay, whatever. This one they mention catastrophic, factor, serious, minor, negligible. Okay. Some case example. Okay, they rate the severity in terms of major injury or fatal here, and then major injury, and then they say serious, and minor injury, and no, maybe none severity, no severity. Okay, so they rate like that. So they have the description. Okay, they can mention about the description here. Okay, what considered as that? Of course, no. Okay, and the minor, what's a minor? Maybe you can put here, up here. So it depends. It can be flexible, depends on the practice. Okay, and also depends on the work condition itself. Okay, so risk matrix, this is how you calculate. Okay, so for example, just now working at high with the open space, that is the hazard. Working at high with the open space. If you mention working at high only, is it hazard? If you mention working at high only without a statement open space, is it hazard? Plus, I'm asking you, if you mention hazard working at high, is it considered hazard? Hello?
No.
Yes. Why? Correct. The answer is no.
Must include the severity.
Must include the severity. Must include the condition.
Must include the
So what is the condition? Open space. Okay, I give you an example. I'm working at high at the moment. For example, I'm at the level 10 now. But I'm in a closed space. Right? And then someone said that I'm working at high at the 10th floor, the same, but it's an open space. Open space yang the risk for you to fall is meaning open space. So that is the hazard. So when you want to come up with the hazard statement, must be clear. Like I said just now, edges doesn't mean that it can harm you. What kind of edges? Sharp edges or open edges, you know, that can fall down. Or sharp edges can injure you. Something like that, okay? So, you are clear, right? Example, give me example like the falling, working at high with the open space. So, the effect will be fall from height, right? So, how much is the likelihood? If you want to rate here, we look at the numbers. Okay, this is a quantitative, okay? And they can rate this one as a qualitative. So they have normally they combine, okay, they must have a statement and also the number. Okay, so working at high with the open space hazard at the construction project, how much do you want to rate the likelihood for the high-rise building project? How much is the likelihood happen? You want to rate here? I want to give you an example. Hurry up. Yes. How much you want to rate?
Oh,
Do you? 4, 5, quite a lot. So, okay, we rate as 4. Okay, there is the chances, high chances 4. Okay, you said 4 without considering any protection at all first. So 4, you said. Okay, how much is the severe rating? Understand the likelihood means that how frequent can happen. So your friend said that possible, you said 4, of course, when you work at high open, of course possible to fall from height, right? Hello? And then how much is the severity? If fall from height, you can survive. It depends on the height, right? Depends on height. Correct? So maybe they mention above 7th floor. They can survive.
No.
Is it considered fatal or serious? It depends on this example lah. To which category? 4 or 5? 4. Fatal. 4. Especially if they fall, it depends on the condition and they will assume the worst. I mean, usually when they want to, let's say, work at high open space, they will take the most high risk. Okay, when they say the most high risk, maybe consider what is the ground, what is on the ground. Sometimes on the ground, they have the reinforcement bar. You know, there's a reinforcement bar, right? Sometimes at the corner, and if you fall down, you can tap into the sharp sharp reinforcement bar as well. So it even worse. Okay, it's not like only you fall from on the ground. You must fall something below. You don't know what is the downstairs. Okay, so you said fall. Fall here, how to calculate? So likelihood for the first one, you can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, 4. And now you also said the severity is 4. So this is a rating for the severity, this is a rating for the likelihood. So 4 times 4, okay, to analyze the risk, you must time, okay, likelihood times severity. So 4 times 4, how much? How much here? This is the risk metric. How much?
16.
16. Okay. So here show that the risk is it, okay, this is the indicator. The green one is low, the green color, low risk. The yellow color is the medium risk. The red color is the high risk. So what is the color for the hazard working at high with open space? What is the risk? 16 considered as a high? Considered as a high risk, correct? Okay, so this is how you want to do the risk analysis. Okay, so you must have the risk metric. You must have this your own rating category. Okay, the likelihood also. Then you can come up with the analysis. Okay, so this another example. They say that broken electric wire. So they say likelihood the people happen is 4. They said it can be happen, and the severity can be, if they follow this one, catastrophic is too much. Okay, sometimes they only the fatal. Okay, it can electrocute and can fatal, right? So for the same thing. Okay, so it depends how you want to evaluate. Also, it depends on condition. It could be 5 if the wire can be for example, there is the on what if the water or what, so everyone can get in touch on that, so it can be a catastrophe. So it depends on how you want to evaluate. It depends on the condition on that side. Okay, all right, so clear, do you understand, right, how to analyze? This is the description for the low risk, medium risk, and high risk. So they said that if high risk, usually you have to get the immediate action control, and if the medium you need to plan, and low maybe they just consider is okay, still manageable, so they don't need to control it. Okay, so hazard control, how you want to control? Okay, I want to show you the another slides. Maybe in my slides, this one. How to control, class? Can you see the screen? Hello.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. What is on the screen now? Hierarchy of
Control.
control. Okay. Just now I already show you how to identify the hazard. What is the classification? And recently, now you already look at how to analyze the risk. Okay, that you need to consider likelihood and severity. Then you get the figure and you get the class of risk. Is it low, medium, or high? Okay, so now you need to control. Okay, so the moment you want to control, you have to consider this hierarchy, which is start from the elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative control, and PPE. Okay, some hierarchy of control, they have 6 hierarchy. Some of hierarchy controls, they have 5 hierarchy. So up to you, okay, up to the safety and health officer, which one they want to prefer. It depends on their management. If they already said they want to use 6, 6 means that some of the hierarchy they mentioned here, isolation. You know isolation? They isolate, separate. Okay, so they have 6 sometimes. Okay, they have first eliminate, isolate, substitute, engineering. So here I show you the 5. Okay, hierarchy of control. So don't be surprised that why they have 6. It's okay. Still, you need to control. You must use the hierarchy of control. Doesn't matter what you want to use. Maybe they have 7 now. Yeah, because the research in the safety management system, it keep improving. So maybe now have 7 hierarchy of control. So the new company, they want to use 7 controls. They want to use the recent research findings. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but as long as you follow the hierarchy of control, why follow? Okay, they mentioned here the hierarchy of control here, from less effective, from the most effective is become go down. Once you already go to control, okay, when you go down to control, they become less effective. What does it mean? The most effective to control the hazard by elimination. It is the first. Okay. When you cannot eliminate that hazard, meaning you need to control by substitute. Substitute the hazard. If you cannot substitute the hazard, you need to go down again. So you have to go one by one. You cannot jump through, for example, like working at high. The same example. Okay, tell me. Now you identify the hazard working at high with the open space. They have the high risk. Already calculate, right? The risk assessment, which is 16, which is on the red line. Okay. So it's a high risk. How do you want to control? Now we go to the last stage. Okay. We go hierarchy one by one, right? So, okay. Can you give me example? How you want to use this hierarchy control approach? Okay, start from the elimination. Can anyone tell me? Can we eliminate the hazard working at high with the open space for the project, high-rise building project? Can you eliminate? Yes or no?
No.
Everyone agree?
For me, certain jobs can be eliminated.
I'm talking about the job working at high with the open space.
With the open space, no, sometimes, let's say for example, changing the building bulb, lampu building yang kat luar tu.
Okay.
And sometimes maybe ada yang akan pasang scaffolding or whatever. So instead of you are using scaffolding, you changing from the inside lah.
Now we are talking the construction project, high-rise building.
Construction project.
Yeah, the construction project. I'm talking about the construction project. Or the high-rise building, to construct a high-rise. Can you eliminate the open space?
Not lah.
Your answer is cannot? Your answer is cannot, is it? How about the rest? Agree? Before the technologies come, cannot eliminate. The open space, working as open space to construct a high-rise building is there. But now there is a technology. I'm not sure is it I'm showing to you or not recently. The previous class. If you remember, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not showing to your class. I'm not sure. I will show you later on. Before the working at high with the open space, we cannot eliminate. Okay, cannot eliminate. But now there is a technology. I think Asuha sharing, I think last time. I'm asking already that technology. I'm not sure. Later I want to explain. Okay, I just want to get the idea. Okay, you said cannot eliminate. Yeah, we are referred to the previous without technology. Yeah. So yes, the working at high with the open space you cannot eliminate. So what? If you cannot eliminate the hazard, so what you can do? In case there is an isolation here, isolation to separate the hazard from to happen. I mean, the hazard is still there, but you can isolate. What you can isolate? You can do isolation with the hazard working at high. Okay, what is the control? Usually working at high, what they are doing? What is the control? So okay, for example, this one, we follow this one, the step, sorry. We follow this one. That's why some of the practice they mention isolation, but here you see here, the engineer controls here, we already consider is isolate people from the hazard. That's why they have justification to use these 5 is already good enough, okay? So we go here. Can you substitute the working at high hazard, open space just now? Can you substitute? If you cannot eliminate, can you substitute? If you substitute, meaning you change from the high-rise building to the horizontal building, correct? Correct, yes or no? Yes or no? You have to substitute without high-rise lah. But it's not possible. The client already decided they want the high-rise building. So you cannot substitute, right? You still have to have the working at high open space, correct? You cannot substitute. But what if you use the engineering controls? Can you tell me what is on the side that you will see commonly with the high-rise building? What you will see, you can see from the outside. What is the safety controls they are using for the high-rise building?
Safety
Anyone?
netting.
Yes, safety netting. Thank you. So this is only the control they are think the most effective. The most they can control is by using isolate the people from the hazard, meaning that they are trying to have the safety net. So they consider that less filling open space, correct? Less filling, right? Is it, but still what? The safety net, is it strong? The safety net, is it strong?
No,
Plus,
not.
it's like you playing the badminton that one, the net. It's not strong, right? You still can hold down. But they mentioned just isolate from the hazard, but it's not 100%. But still, it helps, okay?
Yeah, it
Alright.
can minimize, is it? Minimize the
Sorry?
injury.
Maybe
Maybe
yes,
okay.
minimize, yes, correct. So this is what they are mentioned here. If you can eliminate the working at high with the open space, is the most effective. If you once you go down, it becomes less effective, which is you said minimize, right? You can minimize here. And our auntie here only minimize. Okay, and become less effective if you go down. If you are not putting safety net, for example, some company, some project, they don't even put the safety net. They go down. They just use the administrative control. Maybe they change the people who working is very minimal. Okay, not much people working at high. Okay, only 1 or 2 people instead of 10 a group, something like that. Okay, so this administrative control, but still have the risk. And the last one they can use just PPE, but PPE is the last option to control the risk. Do you understand? Okay, so now there is the example from the before technology, okay, that you cannot eliminate. But now I'm telling you, there is a technology that you can eliminate the working at high with the open space. How? Asuha, did you remember? I think I'm asking you last time, did you use that thing?
You mean the self-climbing enclosure?
Ayo. Parameter what Let me check. No, not that one. What else? Did you remember? High-rise building. Let me show you. Asuha, what did you say just now?
self-climbing enclosure, Perry or Doka, something like that.
Is it this one? Wait, I show you. Is it this one that you mentioned? It's not okay. This one. Is it
Yeah.
this one?
Yes, self-climbing.
What is it? Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, I told you, right? Last time, remember? Did I show
Yeah.
you this one?
Yes, yes,
I showed to everyone, correct?
yes.
Why don't you remember this, everyone? I think I already explained, right? You don't pay attention. So this is one of the technology, actually already long time, like according to Asuha, 10 years ago at Asuha, Tejo Kanwe have been practicing some part. Okay, this technology have limitation. Okay, they are only worth it if you are using for the very high profile project. Okay, meaning that the really high rise building, it works. Okay, it just like, can you imagine it's maybe the project is like 20 floors. It's not worth it to use this what's so called the system. Okay, this one, the system. This technology is the upgrading from the safety net function, which is, like I said, safety net you still can feel, unsafe, okay, because it's not that really what they call still fall can happen. But this one, they are really making you feel inside the building, and you are not even can have a chances to fall from height because they are very they consider the strength and so on, the platform here, the system, the scaffolding here is a very safe one. Okay, you feel like a panel. Okay, so there's many types. Okay, so this is what I don't know what this is. Kingston from Japan, I suppose, or China. Sorry, it is many types. Okay, and even some of it, you feel like a wall. So you don't feel like working at high. So it is considered one of the elimination. Agree? But cannot be applied for many projects. So that's why if they cannot comply for, cannot be used for other types of other project, okay. So you can go up until the engineering controls just now, the safety net, okay. But this one for the elimination, yes. Yes. Any question?
If this kind of system, if there are no proper installation, they can create hazard also, okay? Right?
Course, if there are not proper installation. So based on the Asuha, can you let us know how they you experience, right, with this technology, the system? Have you experienced? Asuha?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the Doka self-climbing before lah.
Okay. So can you tell us, is there any risk of that, like Farah asked, wrong installation or what, or maybe mistake installation?
This system is come out with the PE endorsement, professional engineer endorsement, and then the installation specialist lah. And is also inspected by the specialist. And then if they consider it's safe to work, then it's released to use lah. But in terms starting from the design, even the structure itself is already come out this design for this bracket. So means the PE already involved in the early stage lah.
Okay. So Farah, are you clear? So everyone's okay. Thank you, Asuha. Okay, you got the idea. So they seem like the scaffolding. If the scaffolding is unsafe, even though the scaffolding up until a certain height, if they want the full system of the scaffolding, they need the PE endorsement as well. Okay, the same like this one. This one is like the start from the design stage. Okay, to use the system, they need to be really comply with the safety. I mean the strength or what and so on. They have to consider this thing. So the chances, like you said, it's not about the installation. They are like making the system, one whole system. So this system must be really installed. I mean prepare. Okay, planning. So the chances to be failed is very low. Like Asuha said, must be go through the design, the PE, and so on, endorsement, and the process. So the chances to be failed is very low. That's why it's very expensive. Okay, clear? Farah? Everyone clear? Any questions? So this is an example. Once the technology innovate, okay, so some of the controls can be can be used. For example, like I said this one. Okay, so that's why I give the same example. So this is the best that you can do if without that self-climbing or the parameter. They follow many terms. So don't rely on that terms only. Different company they use a different term. Some company they say that parameter, what they call it? I also have forgot parameter. I don't know. The name is parameter because they cover the whole structure. They call parameter self climbing as well, something like that. And this one only they mention self climbing. So they have Perry, Doka, Vasco, maybe I don't know that. And then the other one. I show you last time. I forgot that company, the local one. Also have, okay. So when technology come, you can eliminate. But something you cannot. Then you have to go down to control. And the last, if you prepare a HIRARC, you always consider the PPE. You are not a good it can say that it's not a good approach, okay? It's not a good analysis that you have been in the assessment for the HIRARC. The PP is the last option. Don't go opt for this one immediately. You must try to see what is the engineering controls and administrative controls, okay? In construction project, once you want to control the risk, usually you will start from here. Only during design stage, you can start from eliminate and substitute. That's why even this self-climbing parameter approach of the system, you actually start from the design. Because that building has been designed, different, right? So the temporary structure must come together with the design stage, okay? So that's why they can eliminate the hazard. Okay. Clear, class? Understand? Okay, we go back again. Where's the slide? Okay. So this one I already mentioned here. The same things, okay, all right. Okay, then to document the HIRARC, like I said, this is the process, okay. You have to complete the whole table, okay, or of the HIRARC form. Okay, so it should be fine. Hello, can anyone hear me? Because my AirPod is running out my AirPod is no battery. Can everyone hear me?
Can, Doctor.
Oh, okay. Now I can hear from the speaker.
You can.
Okay, all right. So I want to be quick with okay, there is another checklist. What is this checklist? It's just a checklist. The word example. This one in the Malay. Okay. Okay. So the importance of HIRARC, they said minimize the construction accident. Is it? Yes. At least you try to control the hazard. You can minimize. It's not that said you can make it zero accident, but not the risk is still there. So usually you can minimize. And they consider as a proactive action of safety and health, and productivity of the workers can be improved because you already control the hazard, so can reduce also the risk to the workers, and they can feel safely working at the site. Okay, so who need to implement? Employer, workers, everyone actually, and especially the contractor. Okay, and then this is the case study. So I think this group mentioned about the MRT project. Okay, I think this one we don't have. It's just like a case study. And so of course this one also, Farah, are you involved, right? Because you're under Gamuda. So you involved with the MRT, I think, safety project, right, Farah?
Yes.
So this one is they have what the HIRARC methodology. You see, it's the same thing. It just like they have another. There's the likelihood, the severity actually. The analysis. This how they have the HIRARC methodology. Looks like different but actually similar. Okay, just like the way they explain this thing. The method they are using. Okay, so these are the list of hazard identification. See, they mentioned the proposed prevention. Okay, even the detail out, like a report. So they have to refer. What is the incident here? Workers key, launching, gantry, and so on. A lot. So still, once this incident happen, they have to go back to their HIRARC document. Then we see what happened with this incidents, okay? Implementation, the common issue, lack of effort from the stakeholders, client, especially client. They don't care as long as the contractor just do their job, okay? If the client, for example, like infrastructure project, this one, the train, the MRT, the client is who? Prasarana, okay, MRT Corp, sorry. MRT Corp, right? So if the MRT Corp have the commitment on the safety, of course the contractor who is a Gamuda, for example, they will follow, or they have commit. Okay, sometimes the contractor is more have a safety commitment rather than the client. Okay, so it depends who in charge. And then this one, insufficient safety aspect, they said common issue. Incomplete submission of HIRARC, which for approval there is no sometimes they take it easy, and this one because it's already many times they do this, and it's just like for the documentation. But if you have the documentation but you don't practice on site, for example, you already analyze do the HIRARC for the working at high open space, and then you mentioned that the risk control to fit the safety net. For example, you mentioned safety net, but on site you didn't do that. So is it complement the whatever you already assess? Is it okay to do like that? You already mentioned in on the paper, but on the site you didn't practice it. Is it okay? It doesn't work, so it must be complement. Whatever you already planned, just make it happen on site. Okay, if you already showed at the paper but you didn't practice it, it doesn't work. Okay, they must implement. Okay, once you carry out, you have to implement whatever you propose. Okay, what else? This one we already go. Why they go up? Okay. Unidentified. There is a common issues. Sometimes you didn't see the risk. That's why I said risk hazard. You need to being experienced. Actually, so the solution promote involve stakeholders, provide better HIRARC identification needs, experience system, and systematic enforcement as well. Okay. This one they mentioned about the HIRARC implementation in the UK. There is an example. You can Google also, go to the website HSE. Okay, you will see the statistic, I think. Okay. This one in Japan also, they use a HIRARC. Okay, it become mandatory law. All right, so they said what ODA, a JICA, this one. So the same thing, the same purpose as well. This one for the case study for this project. So they said they have to reduce the risk. I forgot what is the video they show. Okay, so that's all about the HIRARC. I hope that everyone is clear. So can we go for the assignment? Sorry, the project. Can you go to the YouFuture? You can get all the information about the group project. So let me share with you the group project. Okay, share. I want to share. Are you ready for the group project assignment? Okay. Can everyone see it? Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, doctor. Yes, very yes.
Okay, can anyone volunteer to read the first 1.0 introduction? Are we at 9:24 just now? Please.
The group project focus on analysis and evaluation of HIRARC based on real workplace at the construction site. In OSHA 1994, place of work means premises where person work or premises used for the storage of plant or substance. Under the Act, stated the duty of every employer and every self-employed person to ensure so far as is practicable the safety, health, and welfare at work of all his employees. To understand this act, this project will help the students to practice preparing the important tasks for safety management at construction site. In order to deliver this task, imagine your group involved as safety committee members at the construction site project that require to support the safety policy of the company. Your group is required to select any real construction site project, for example, bridge project, building project, road project, or any other type of construction project, and preparing the HIRARC document. This group project carries 30% of overall percentage of assessment for the cost. A group of 3 to 4 numbers of members to carry out this project. The detail of tasks to be carried is outlined in section 3 together with rubrics designed to assess the specified cost outcome.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, everyone understand? These are just introduction. Okay, so is it your group member is already 3 to 4 members or more? Already 3 to 4 only, right? 3, right? Most of you are 3 members, right? Okay.
The same group for presentation, Doctor?
At the beginning, you said you want to keep the same group. How many groups previously? 4? 4 or 5?
5.
Oh. 5 group.
5 or 4? 5.
5.
Okay, just now I saw that some of you know experience on HIRARC. Okay, 4 of them. Later on, I will see. We check again the group members. If we have to change, we can change also. It doesn't matter, I think, because all of you know each other already. Okay, can change as well. But let we go through first the group project. This one. Okay, so these are the cost outcome and PO. Okay, I don't want to go details on this. You can read by yourself. Okay, so task to be carried out. This is the most important to see. Okay, so what you have to do, okay, you have to prepare the HIRARC report. All right, so you must I brief today, and you can read again, okay, carefully in order to prepare the report later on with your team member. Okay, so you have to select a workplace in the construction industry project. Okay, so this can be the whole workplace or separate section of the workplace. Doesn't matter, but you must choose the workplace. Okay, and then you have to identify at least 6 safety and health hazard. Okay, you can separate, right? The safety hazard and health hazard. Health is any can affect the health. Okay, for example, like the ergonomic, that one, or any ill Okay, and safety, for example, like injury in physical and so on. There is a difference between safety and health hazard. Understand? Yes or no? Okay, so
Yes, Doctor.
okay, good. Then at least two health hazard, meaning that 4 safety hazard, right? And you have to discuss the technique used to identify each this hazard. Just now there has a technique, right? Either you are identify the hazard through report or through guidelines or through the reference or anything, okay, or on the site, okay. The workplace here, do you understand what kind of workplace? The first one. Can you give me an example? What is a workplace? Hello?
Construction site lah kan?
Yes? It's too general. For example?
Construct a petrol station.
Okay, more specific?
Korek lubang?
Okay, yes, correct, Lupa. Okay, correct. Okay, so it's like this. First, maybe to make it interest, you mention what is the project, right? The project. What is the project? Be specific. Like you said, petrol station. To build the petrol station. So maybe you said, it's a real project that you already involved. Also, it's okay. And then you select the activities. Once you have the workplace, this one, if you want to do at the the high-rise building, is a high-rise building project, and specify it, the activities later on, because you have to base on the work activities later on. Okay, because you have to identify the hazard based on that work activities yang tadi you nampak tak ada 9 activities, main activities in the construction project, in the construction site under standard of CIDP. Okay, and then you have to do the HIRARC, like the one that we already go through one by one. Okay, and then you have to, once you already estimate the risk, okay, you already identify the hazard, and then you evaluate the risk. Which one is the consider medium, low, high risk? And then you have to prioritize the list based on the rating. Okay, then you determine the most critical safety and hazard, and then you have to suggest only that the high risk control. Okay, the worst.
Doctor,
This
it's
will happen.
it's like the form example that you in the slide.
Yes. Mm.
So we need to do a table lah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Have to do the table. Yes, you have to show. I will give you example later on. Okay.
Okay.
No worries. Okay. I just want you don't miss any part of it. Okay. I want you to come up with the full report. Okay. Make sure it's complete. Okay. You answer all this part, then it's considered you done the assignment. Okay. All right. So this is the marks. Okay. So you have to have the section abstracts. You give a short summary of your assignment, background, report, objective, and so on. Okay. What is your suggestion and the summary about that report, and then the introduction, brief description selected of the organization and the workplace that you choose. For example, I give example. Farah, where are you working?
Yes.
Where are you working?
Johor.
Johor. Okay. Who is the company? Who is the organization?
MNC Engineering.
Okay. MNC Engineering. No, that one is a client, is it?
No,
The Gamuda.
no, I'm under MNC.
Oh, are you under MNC? Okay. So there is an organization you select. Okay. So the workplace, what is the project that you are doing now?
Access Road. Construction of Access Road.
Access road and so on. So this is what you choose, and you have to describe this this specific workplace, okay, means that the one that you already choose, okay? So you must be specific with the real example project, okay? And then the description must include the organization details, number of worker, activities, okay, and so on. Okay, and then the specific work process just now, your answer what? Korek lobang. Something like that become narrow down the specific of that work. Okay, where's the you korek lobang? With the activity. You say the activity for the what? Clearance. Ada je kan? Korek lobang as well. Okay, for example. Okay. And then you have to have the figure and photo and so on, have to attach in that report as well. Okay, and then come up with the objective. State the objective of the report. What is the purpose you come up with the report? You can go back with the introduction here. But specific to your work lah. Okay, the one that you're preparing. Come up with your own objective of your report. And then the HIRARC, this one, like your Shafiq asked, is it need the table like the example? Yes. You have to list and tabulate the 6 hazards at the same template that one the table, and list all the hazard and the risk rating, what is the approach, the control that you already proposed based on the high risk. You have to propose, see here, choose the high risk one safety hazard, one health hazard. Okay, and then explain the impact and critical risk identified to the organization, and then recommendation, explain the detailed proposed control measure in accordance the hierarchy of control, how you want to control this. Don't just answer the PPE. Okay, go step how you want to propose. Okay, and then explain the detail of the proposed control accordance to the hierarchy of risk control preventive for the health hazard, for the safety hazard as well. And then the reference list of the reference that you're using. Okay, these are the format that you have to come up with the example of the reference. Oh, sorry, this one, the last one. So do you look at the U future? The U future.
Betul.
I give you example of it.
Betul.
Yes.
All the content tu,
Yes.
maximum dia 5 pages.
Yes. I don't like a lot. I will tell you later on.
Font 12 ke font 8 ni?
Sorry?
Font size and double spacing ke macam tak cukup je 5 pages. Macam lebih.
Ya ke? Sekejap let me show you. Because I don't like the report like a typical report, you know that, right? Wait, let me show you. When it is that line, huh? Can you see the your future just now? Sorry, assessment or assignment? Assignment. This one, right? When is the deadline? 18, 18 June, when is it? On Sunday, correct? Before Monday, 18 June 2022. Is it week, what, that one? Week 11, 12, 13. Week 11, right? I think yes, week 11. Okay, save this one. Okay. What is the instruction? Where did you see the 5 pages just now? Okay. I didn't go for the pages, sorry. Wait, let's get back here. Where is it? Okay, here. This one, someone realized the format. Okay. This is what I like. Okay. Okay, so now I said that the report it's not like typical report. It's like a template newsletter. So maximum 5 pages, yes. Your senior can do it. How you cannot? I show you. How? I give you example. Group project. Where is it? The group project. Project assignments. Okay, where is it? Let me show you my group project. Okay. Now I can show you. Okay, I give you example. Nampak tak? Can you see it? Hello.
Can, Doctor.
Yes.
Ada yang dapat. Some of them come up with say I deduct the mark. Okay, example. See? Nampak? Okay, wait. I prefer a portrait. Don't make it landscape like this. Okay, I prefer portrait. So this one you see 8. I don't want. Just make it 5. How you solve it? How? Okay, some group can make it. Why you cannot? You see? Boleh je kan? Example. Can you see it? This is a technique. Okay. This you have to, once you already evaluate 6, that one. Okay, 6 means that 2 health hazard and 4 hazard, safety hazard. And you have to evaluate the risk. Then you come up with the high risk here. You just select one high risk for safety, one high risk for health. Then you come up with the propose. This one. The most high risk one, what you have to control or prevent. Okay, wait, let me show you other groups. Also 5 pages, right? You see, this one 5 kan? Nampak tak? Class?
Yes.
Are you okay? This is the objective, you see? This is how they come out. Cukup kan? Cukup tak? Cukup. This is, they found out that safety hazard, the health hazard heat stroke. Tengok dah ada contoh lagi. So it depends on your project, whatever that you found out, then how they propose. Okay, it depends how you want to come up, but as long as you answer all the assignment list tadi tu. Okay, but this is a rubric. You can refer to the rubric as well. Ini yang tangkap muat je. See. So you must have this one also. You must have the risk metric. How you want to categorize. Do the risk metric tu depends on what you indicate. Okay, because you can come up with any kind of risk metric, okay, but if you follow the guideline from the DOSH is okay, but I will refer whatever you prepare. Okay, some of you may be backward or what, the statement is different, okay, which is more clear or what. So it depends because you are the one who prepared that report. So the report must be on your practice, not other people practice. Okay, clear? As long as the fundamental is there, the basic to carry out is there, is okay. Right, clear? Banyak dah I tunjuk ni. Semua I keluarkan.
Clear.
Semua I keluarkan ni. Mana Aci You see?
Dengan markah sekali dah tunjuk.
Apa?
Dengan markah tu sekali 21 tu.
Tengok. Markah pun ada Pak. Sebabkan dia okey walaupun lebih sikit pun dapat tak markah. Okay. Kalau 5 lagi I bagi dia 25 ke. Who knows kan? 22. So make it as what I ask. Don't, you said just now tak boleh kan? Tengok ramai je yang jawab boleh. Boleh je. Okey je ni 5 pages sebab. Ni tak nampak markah di mana. Oh nampak. Lebih sikit daripada yang tadi. Tadi kena tolak kan. 1. Dapat 21.
I
Ni
think
5 dapat.
Zakri dia banyak idea lah doktor. That's why dia rasa tak cukup 5.
Aduh.
Asuha tu perut saya tu.
This one nice They talk about the work progress, work activities Gerda launching. I like this kind of different. If you can find a unique activity that very high risk, please perform in your report, which is I will see a different example, a different presentation of your report. So this kind of activities is special. Gerda launching is high risk, right? Okay. So think about the based on, please don't understand why you choose this work progress. Usually you will identify based on that work activity tau. The potential hazard for that work activities only. Jangan you come out, ada your senior yang come out. Nasib baik I ingat nak remind you. Ada your senior yang buat kan tadi ada 6 kan, right? 6 hazard that you have to perform kan, that you have to do the HIRARC. Okay, yang 6 hazards tu, 4 from safety, 2 from health tu is based on one selection of the work activity tau. Okay, because there is the work activities kan, work yang dia select okay, dia akan ada the activities ni. So you must relate the work activities ni. What is the hazard? Nampak tak contoh ni? Can you get the idea? So from there you akan list out based on the work activities tu. Okay, then you will identify, this one can direct to the sunlight, so it's help something. This one can exposure to the emission, but it's nothing, you see? Okay, so this is based on the work scope too. Don't do many activities and come up with the different. For example, you come up with the safety, the hazard for the correct lubang just now you said excavation what, and then the excavation there is a step kan, how you want to dig, how you want to do the activities. So there's the risk the activities. So okay, so please make it clear. Okay, and only choose that activities punya hazard tu. Faham tak? Decor is launching work. Choose that activity specific. So if you choose the excavation at work activities, make it clear what kind of excavation. Maybe you here you just mention general lah. But then when you want to clarify, you have to describe, okay, how deep is it? Excavation with the 10 meter dengan excavation with the 1 meter, which one is more high risk? So please be clear. Faham? Understand? So I dah show ni example. Kalau salah juga I don't know lah. I deduct them. Okay, clear? Hello, any questions?
No, doctor. Loud and clear.
Because I nampak example terus clear. Okay, clear? Okay, No more questions.
Doctor, this one only report, not going to be presentation, right?
Sorry.
This one we only produce the report and
Yeah.
then no need
Yes.
present.
No. Presentation. Your presentation is already group presentation. That one no. That one is done. That one 30%. So this one 30%. So these two works, two assignment is 60%. Where is the site visit report already submitted in the U-Future? Huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. Gracias. Any questions? Can you give me your full names? Any more questions? Ni ada yang screenshot kan? Okay. Mana ni yang nak tutup? Okay. Kesian ni 21 sebab 6 pages. Tengok contoh dia. Dia ada buat 2 ke? Ni apa dia punya job dia? Apa job dia? Job. They make it like a process. This one they include work process and environment. This one they make it a lot of activities, which is I'm not prefer like this. The one that I prefer should be like this, So please, pay attention, okay? Okay, so no more questions. So everyone clear? So please, read again the one that I already show you is in the U-Future. You can find that file. Okay, wait, I updated the deadline. Remember, the deadline is 18 June, right? Let me share this one. Hey, where is it? Oh, here. Okay, the deadline, Oh, how can I use? Okay, this one, edit. Okay, I want to change this one. The letters. Okay, so when is the deadline? No extension. Once you fail to make it on time, this one, no marks. I have to be strict.
Betul, yang site visit report tu boleh extend ke?
When?
Next week.
Next week? Why next week? Just a simple one. It's okay. Yeah. Saturday.
Okay.
Just submit it. Just for our keep record, so that you have the proof. When they ask you where's the physical, here is the report. What they want to ask. Okay. All right. So everyone said that the online final test. So you will conduct one hybrid, right? So show me the proof later on, okay? I will let you know the classroom condition next week, inshallah. Okay? So either you want to make it the first special lecture or second one, then make it happen lah. So at least we have 3 physical. So the last class you have to attend the class. Or you want to make it online also, and you want to conduct hybrid for both special lecture?
So that one yang this, we have to special lecture, then you decide which one yang nak buat apa ni that we attend physically dekat.
Up to you. You choose. You have to decide your group.
No, because last time you said that you nak check the classroom
I
availability.
know, the same class. It's the same class. So I will let you know by next week the conditions. So you choose lah which one is first lecture ke second lecture. Just let me know.
Okay.
You
First lecture lah.
okay. You have to deal with the rest. So who will coming?
Okay, nanti saya buat vote.
Who will coming who have to be hybrid, is it? It's supposed to be everyone's coming, more than 50% coming to the class. Okay?
Yang special lecture tu.
Yeah.
Oh, jadi macam 15 of us ni at least paruh attending the physical.
If we want to make it because that lecture is already online with
Okay.
the foreigners, I mean foreign speakers, foreign lecturers. So it's already online actually, but it's just like you comes to show that you are physically there. So I consider it can be ease for those who are far away, like in Sarawak or Penang. We have to tolerate with them lah, because you can make it hybrid. So those are nearby, please come, make it more than 50% who are in the class, and the rest have to pop up in the, hybrid online. You have to set up like everyone can see how the link of course is there, so they join also in the what they call, in the same class lah kan, online. Faham tak? Macam I sekarang dengan you Zoom. Okay, but you yang hybrid, you yang physical tu, you will see on the screen with your friend that online as well.
Using our own computer lah.
That's why lah I said you need to display. And the rest yang do far away, they are joined online.
Okay.
That's why they call hybrid. So but we can consider it's a physical lah, because ada orang juga on site kan, on the class. Okay. Okay. So you make it one. And then okay, then since everyone want online test, so we make it happen online. I think I already asked Dr. Sheila, and then she said it's okay as long as complete the 3 physical. And the last class everyone have to attend. Okay? Week 13. Week 14, sorry. Yeah, week 14. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So anything else? So the deadline here, make sure you submit and follow everything, whatever is in the description there. Any questions? So I will not be around until 8 July. Okay. So even though you are texting me there, you can text me, but I might be busy there. I will reply anywhere, anyhow, So just text me if you have any doubt. But either I can respond immediate, it's not sure, because my schedule is quite packed. And what else? I have to remind you. I think that's all. Just focus for your group project, this one. Within 2 weeks, submit. And then collaborative teaching, conduct one hybrid. Another one will be online. And then we meet physically on the 14 weeks. And then your online final test. After the study week, correct? You want 1 week gap, right? If it's online, can we make it after week 14? During this?
Why not?
Okay, then we make it the next week. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So everyone clear? Good. Anything else? No?
No, all good, brother.
Okay, so if any doubt, then just text me. Okay, so thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day, weekend, what? Not yet weekend, very long way. So I will see you again physical on week 14. Until then, okay?
Okay, doktor. Jaga diri kat Jepun.
Okay.
Okay,
I will
Doctor.
share the picture nanti. Okay, thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Doctor.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Doctor.
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, bye.